Let's do some more Broncos chat here with the experts from Mile High Sports Radio. We've got Danny Williams, who's co-host of Morning Mayhem on Mile High Sports Radio, 1340 AM. Danny, how are you this morning? A lot of mayhem yesterday to talk about.
Guys, good to be a part of the show. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're the best.
Crew.
Hey, listen, Danny. Checked out Mile High Sports today. James Marilat, I think you know the guy, right? He wrote a great article about fourth quarter mastery of Peyton Manning going underappreciated. And, you know, the 2 interceptions stick out. The 69 quarterback rating sticks out. But in all 4 games, James writes, he milked the clock against the Ravens, drove 80 yards for a game-time score at Arrowhead, put the dagger in the Lions, set up the game-winning field goal against Minnesota. He is 4 for 4 in fourth quarter scenarios, right?
Yes, factually. We had James on to talk about his article, which is a great article. I recommend everyone go on to read it. But I have to say, I think the Broncos maybe have won 2.5 of these 4 games, despite Peyton a little bit. You know, the guy's a legend. He's the general. He's a master. But I think when it starts, I don't think the decline happens from 90 to 100 to, 100 to 90 to 80 to 70. I think once it starts to go quick, and it seems like a little bit.
Here's the thing. ESPN, for the second time in 3 weeks, has an article posted that basically highlights how old Peyton is.
Yeah.
He's lost a step.
That's the thing.
He's lost velocity. There's all these things. He can't take his socks off. When he walks, he creaks. Broncos are 4-0. You know, forgive me for saying this, but you know what? I don't know that I want any other quarterback taking snaps when the ball game's on the line, because this guy is shown time and time again, regardless of what's going on around him, makeshift offensive line, a running game that's non-existent. Right. He's finding ways to win football games. Am I off base in saying, hey, enough with this noise? Peyton Manning is 4-0. Isn't that enough? Come on.
Maybe you're off base in saying there's no other guy you'd rather have. You know, a little bit. You know, Peyton's a legend, but by the end of the season, if he, you know, for the 3rd straight season starts to fade a little bit, this team looks championship caliber all around him. I don't want Peyton to necessarily get in the way of this team's Super Bowl aspirations.
That's crazy. But it has a ring of truth. Peyton so far over 4 games has 6 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions. Yeah. Okay, 6 TDs, 5 picks. He's on pace for his lowest touchdown pass output since his rookie year, when the Colts went 3-13. So there are reasons why people are saying all this. My thing is this: yes, it's a slow start, but they're 4-0. The O-line's going to get better. The running game, I believe, will come together. I think Peyton is going to get better. This is going to be the opposite of what's happened the last few years, where Peyton starts out on fire, setting records, Star Wars numbers all the way up until the end of the season, when he starts to fade. The playoffs get here, and they lose. Right. I think it's going to be the opposite. This is where Peyton Manning is going to start slow, they're going to gain momentum, and when they get to December, it's going to be hitting on all cylinders.
This is like that Seinfeld episode where George does the opposite, and he ends up with the girl at the end, sort of. This could be the scenario for the Broncos. Hey, give us a reason to believe the Raiders have a chance to win on Sunday. We haven't seen a lot from this franchise. Certainly, the head-to-head meetings the Broncos have owned them since Peyton Manning hopped on board. Give me a reason to be wary of what's going to happen Sunday in Oakland.
Oh, I'm not here to lie to you guys. It's going to be news. It's going to be a bloodbath. The same old Raiders. You know, a fast start is, you know, something I guess they should be proud of. But, you know, who have they played? They're going to get it handed to them.
I would echo that. There's no, I mean, come on.
I know, look, did they get beat by the Bears yesterday?
They did.
Any team that gets beat by the Bears doesn't deserve to be. They should drop down to college.
The Raiders should be relegated to L.A.
Right. The Raiders and Bears should be in the AP Top 25, okay?
Division I AA.
All right, Danny, let me ask you this question. What's the feeling from your callers, right? You host a radio talk show, Broncos talk show in the morning. What do you get from the callers? Are they wary of this thing? Are they like, hey, we're 4-0, great defense and everything, but we're worried about the offense and Peyton Manning? Is that it?
Yeah, extremely popular show we host. Listen, my take on Peyton it's not a popular one, but I will say the defense has been world class. You know, the people will say, well, the Ravens, led by Trent Dilfer, you know, in 2000, 2001, won a Super Bowl. Well, they had an all-time defense, a top 5 kind of defense. And while we're only 4 games through this season, the Broncos aren't an all-time defense yet. But I'll tell you, if they're going to become one, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
You know, they've been freaky. They've been just really special, and you know, I love it.
Well, you talk about freaky. Von Miller said after the game, it's mind control. The Broncos believe they're going to make a play. They go out there and, like Yoda or the Force or something, they make the play.
Yoda never...
DeMarcus Ware called it before the fumble that T.J. Wars caused when he sacked Teddy Bridgewater. He says, we believe we will win, we have mind control, and we win. That's it. The Force is with him this year.
I think Anthony Robbins has made a bundle off of that.
All right, Danny. Hey, man, thanks a lot, buddy. So, listen, when can we hear you in the mornings?
Every morning, Monday through Friday,
Yes.
7 to 9, me and my co-host, Marcello Romano. You guys tune in and listen. We appreciate you having me.